Hello and welcome today to Aquatic Park Senior Center. And I'm happy to see you all here. Always makes me joyous to see you up there. And I just want to say we're going to start with Qigong and we're going to move into T'ai Chi Chih. Inhaling for triple burner. Expanding the belly and feeling the breath through the nostrils as you inhale here. As you exhale down, feel that exhale coming through the nostrils and bringing the belly in towards the Ming Men and back. For those of you in San Francisco, I just want to say what an amazing day it's been already, with suddenly the sun coming crashing out of the sky, and then the next moment, rain. So I hope you heard the thunder and lightning last night. It was exciting. So try to keep the shoulders down and back as much as we can. When we get up here, there's no way they have to go up, but you can always modify for a shoulder that's not working for you and just do one side if you like. There's no rules or making one arm a little bit lower than the other. You know, you could basically do this. You want to really modify for whatever injuries you might have or whatever you're going through. As you begin to stabilize the body and connect all of this, including these circles, feel that expansion through the belly and the contraction as it moves from the belly towards the lower spine, lumbar spine, or what we call the Ming Men area. One more of triple burner. Now starting above the shoulders with the fingers, Buddha picks up the earth and puts the earth into the sky. Exhaling down, inhaling up through the central meridian, pushing up the sky, watching it with your peripheral vision as it goes, and inhaling up again, pushing the world up into the sky. One more. And make it fun for yourself. If you smile through these things, it's a lot easier. Inhale, one more. Now smile through this because it makes it feel like, oh, you've really pushed up the world and there it goes. We just changed it. That's it. Picking up a feather on this side. Feel the weight into the other leg. And now hold yourself on the ground with that leg. And now with this leg. The accordion, inhaling, expanding the rib cage, and the belly will move with it. Beautiful. All right, now bring the elbows close to the body, lengthen through the spine, feel as if the crown of the head is moving up towards the sky, and circle with the wrists, which will be circling all the way to the elbows, actually. And even when you retreat the elbows into the body to just feel the isolation of the wrists alone, you can still see that the other muscles up to the elbow and maybe even up to the shoulders are involved. And take it the other way. Very nice. Inhale up here. This is the T. And you're going to just circle from the shoulders all the way to the fingers. Sometimes it's hard to hold this up. So make sure that the shoulder blades are rolling down the back and you're wide open in the chest. That will help. Circle the opposite direction. And release. circles of the head, bringing the chin down to the chest and over towards your right shoulder. And around to the left as you exhale towards the left, sorry. I'm mirroring you, so if I make a mistake, either in terms of the breath or where we're going, it's because I'm doing the opposite. So I would be inhaling here on this side and exhaling on your left side. And then when you come back to center, we'll start the opposite direction. So that was going circulation with this. The circles were going clockwise that time. And now we're going to go counterclockwise to this side and to the other way. And it may be different when you're watching me because I have to think my way when it comes to the breath. It's confusing to think what nostril I'm on. All right, so as long as you do the opposites, you're good. All right, now we're going to come up and do our hip circles. So you won't need your chair anymore. Placing your hands on your hips, feet in a rider on horse position. Feel your heels back there. It's like a horse underneath you. You're in the stirrups. Good. Now, before you start, let's bring the feet in a little bit or wherever it's comfortable for you for your hip circles. Forward, side to your right, back to your left. Front, side, back, side. And then connect a circle that makes sense to you, but hits all those 4 points. For some people, it will be slow, and for the others, it'll be more of a circle. You have to decide what works for your body. When we come to the front again, stand, drop, and we'll go the opposite direction. Whatever we didn't do last time. Because you always want to do both circles for you, both clockwise and counterclockwise. All right, now when we come to the center, let's bring the heels together and the knees with a flat back, folding forward from the hips. Exhale here, take hold of your knees and start your circles to the right and around to the left, hitting all points, side, front, side, back. And feeling it in your body, feel what it does to your ankles, to your hips. It should all be sort of connecting. And then the opposite direction, to your left and around. And usually your body will automatically count for you how many that was. So if I go 7 one side, I usually can go 7 the opposite way. Now coming down to your ankles, begin to straighten the legs a little bit here. Bring them hands all the way up the body. And we're going to do knocking at the gates. And this is for tapping your buttocks back there, and the front arm from the elbow down will be tapping the abdominal area. This is to waken up all of those beautiful organs we have there. And then bring it up to the center body here. And this is for the area right under your breasts, tapping your kidney area. Lengthening the spine here so you don't hit yourself too high. Good. And now come up to the chest and tap. This is an important meridian point for the lungs, right under the shoulder area here and inside the arm a little bit. Good. And then gently tapping the face. If your hands are cold, you can always rub right here. Really warms up the fingers. And this right here in the forehead here, rub there. Maybe come down the side here of your jaw and make some funny sounds like ya, 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 ya. Make some funny faces. Make some funny noises. Yeah, we want to stretch out everything before we begin. And then fingers. Let's play the piano with a side shift. And just go straight across with your side shift. Good. And now you can release the back heel because your body is beginning to say, oh, I'm awake now. I can do this. Come back to center and come into mountain pose. Now we're going to think about our 3-part breath standing. Placing your right hand, and my right hand, I'm going to do this with that. Left hand at the heart, because left hand's always at the heart. Inhale, belly, rib cage, upper chest with your eyes open, and exhale down. Upper chest, rib cage, belly. Feel that sequence of 3. Breathing in, breathing out. Once again, breathing in, expand the belly, rib cage, upper chest, collarbones rise, exhale down. Now, if you hold your collarbones, see if you can really feel like you don't have to change your spine on the exhale. Hold those collarbones, hold your Ming Men in place, and exhale down. And one more. So it's a sequence of 3, but when you do Qigong, it's a sequence of 1. So inhale here and feel a long triple burner. One more. And rest on globes of energy in preparation for T'ai Chi Chih. 19 movements and 1 pose. Starting with mountain, but moving right from the mountain into rocking motion, our first move. Feel the figure 8 as you pick up energy here. The palms turn over, take more energy from earth up towards the heavens on the inhale and sink it back down on the exhale. Recycling the air through the figure 8 and the belly, the rib cage, and the upper chest. Feel the sequence of the triple burner. Almost like you're doing that, except it's a different move. Here's the exhale. Here's the inhale. It goes right up to the collarbones and right back down to the abdomen. So Hatha Yoga and Qigong and T'ai Chi Chih are somewhat connected. Find those connections for yourself. It's quite fun. You're coming to the balls of the feet in front of the foot. You're coming down a little bit, and then you're coming back up to come to your heels and raise the toes in front. Feel that. All those elements of sinking and rising in front, sinking in the middle, and rising in back. That's why I guess that was called rocking motion. That sinking movement in the middle is so interesting. Here it comes. And there it goes. Front, back, up, down, weight shift. Subtly explored. Slows us down, allows us to find a certain continuity of movement, circularity everywhere in the fingers and in many of the movements. And if you think about circularity, what that means in terms of the breath and the blood, it also means circulation. That circulation is bringing the chi, or intrinsic energy, to the extremities of the body finally, where we want it to come to our fingers and to our toes. Slowing everything down. Even speech kind of gets going at a slower pace. One more of rocking motion. And now just 3 more where you would do it yourself. And then we ground it through the earth. Bringing the heels in a little bit to make kind of a bird feet position, feet in a V. Inhale here. And drop into bird flaps its wings. Feeling the inhale as you rise and the exhale as you release. And the third one, of course, is this wrist circle forward, where the wings of the bird go out to fly to its mother for the first time. Second cycle. Third cycle. Feel the heels rise as you drop down and move the weight to the front of the foot. Bird flaps its wings, comes to a graceful conclusion. Inhale to extend the body, exhale to release. Double ground it. Think about your heart today. As you inhale here, even for this simple grounding, bring the energy to the heart and turn the palms over to have them return to the abdomen. Your energy C has taken this breath all the way up to the heart. And sink it through the earth, resting on globes of energy. As we move to our next move, around the platter, shift towards your right to release your left heel forward. Your back foot's still in that rider on horse position. It's at a 45-degree angle to the front, so feel that. Breathing in as you come around the circle for the first time, and breathing out as the energy moves to your back leg. 2 more. Beautiful. Bring that leg back in. Giving yourself space between your heels, and the toes are moving out this way. Double ground it. And shift to your substantial leg on the left and bring your insubstantial leg. It has almost no energy right now. You could wiggle it around there. Bring it forward around the platter, right side. Feel that circle. There is the circularity. It's going outside your right knee and around to the other side. Here's the inhale. Here's where the exhale seems to begin. The outer circle area on the exhale there in the middle. And when it comes around to you, it comes back to your heart. So coming towards me on your inhale here. And away from me on your exhale. Yes, that's good. That way we're moving in community. 1 more on your right side. And sink it through the ground. Inhale up towards the heavens. Turn the palms over to sink the energy on the exhale towards the ground. And very slowly do this. That will begin to extend your inhale and your exhale, which relaxes the body, restores a more healthy heart, and is very good for you. All right, we're going to next shift over towards your right leg to bring your left leg forward, picking up a ball of energy at that left shoulder on the inhale and dropping it center on the exhale as it travels around. The energy will move to your back leg. Here's your inhale, here's your exhale. And this is right above your left leg here, this circle of energy. To keep your spine long, you want to make sure that the chin is a little bit tucked in here. And that will help your cervical spine connect all the way down through thoracic to lumbar. Around the platter variation is said to be in chest high water. So here, as the heel of the hand moves forward, it doesn't change as it moves across the water. The only thing that comes down are the fingers here in the center. So the heel of the hand is this. Last one on your left side. Beautiful. Bring the foot back in. Single grounding between sides. Shift towards your left foot, preparing for around the platter on your right side. Yeah, I have to be careful not to toss this away because it's still, even when those fingers drop, they're still on top of the water. So think about that. there's something under the heel of the hand as you move your hand across. It's water. It's level. When the fingers drop, when you think about that water and think of it as warm, that will actually bring chi to the fingertips. So just keep the palm rounded without draping the fingers too low. Two more. To me, these are all warm-up movements, first 20 minutes of T'ai Chi Chih. Good, let's bring the foot in. We're getting our breath together with our body, our alignment in the body, and our movement connected. Double ground it. And we move into bass drum, shifting towards your right. Palms are up here right outside your breasts. Fingertips might be up in this area here as your circle moves down and around. Here's your inhale towards me. Here's your exhale away from yourself, towards your back wall. And away from me. Yeah, you want to make sure you're doing a nice long glide through the center here and then releasing the heel. Glide back and then release the toe. So in the middle, you're on the earth, both feet are on the ground for a few seconds there, or not seconds, milliseconds. When you're moving slowly, it feels like it's really very slow because we're not used to this. So move really slow. And feel the glide through the middle. It's like 1, 2, 3, release the back heel. 1, 2, 3, release the front toe. 1, 2, 3, release the back heel. 1, 2, 3, release the front toe. So that's the glide. You stay on the earth in the middle, then release the heel. Stay in the middle, and then release the toe. Does that make sense? I hope. And last one on your left side. Good. Inhale and sink the energy down. Shift towards your left, this way. Release your right. Bass drum is done the same on both the left and right side. So basically, we're working on polarity here. These palms have Legong points between them, right in the center. And as we inhale forward, we honor that. So you inhale it, perhaps feeling that you cultivate the chi, your intrinsic energy there, which you would do when you connect the breath and the movement. Good. Take your time. Yeah, that's good. And let the energy of the drum be that circle around your body. You are the drum. And last one here on your right side. Sink it through the earth. Daughter on the mountaintop, daughter in the valley, shifting towards your right. Left heel comes forward. Let's do that again. Let's drop down first, shift to the right, and now release the left. Great. Daughter on the mountaintop. Check the back heel on your right side. Make sure it's 45-degree angle to this front leg here, which is on your left. Bending the front legs, straightening the back. Straightening the front leg, bending the back. This is substantial when that front leg bends, insubstantial when the back leg straightens, and now they do the opposite. So coming forward, ground the front leg, going back, ground the back leg. The grounding happens when the yawn leg takes over, becoming substantial with that bent leg. And the other leg needs to be more or less straight without locking it. And they keep exchanging. Daughter on the mountaintop. 3 more without thinking about it too much. Your left hand close to the heart as the circles interlock here. With one wrist going in front of the other, that would be the right wrist for you and for me. One more. Yes, and as they come down, it kind of cuts the circle in half. Sink it through the earth. Shift your weight towards the left now because the right leg will be becoming the yawn leg in a second. First, you drop it front as the yin leg. Daughter on the mountaintop. Right side. Left hand still close to the heart. Keep the chest open by letting the shoulder blades roll down the back here so that the shoulders don't start drooping too much. Long spine. Last one, bring the front leg back. Double ground it. We've just finished the right side. For daughter on the mountaintop. And now we move into its companion move, daughter in the valley, starting in the tops of those mountains that we just came down or went up to. And now we're going to come through the bottom valley up through the central trail. Daughter in the valley. Inhaling here, releasing over the mountains. Feel your forward weight shift towards me on the inhale. That'll help you straighten your back leg. And now bend your back leg as you move away from me on the exhale. Good. Three more of daughter in the valley on your left side. Last one. Beautiful. Inhale it and sink it through the earth. Shift towards your left to bring the right heel forward. For daughter in the valley. Starting from the tops of the mountains to come through the valley as you inhale forward. And exhale back in awe. You're at the tops of the mountains and you're looking over. Three more. Yeah, the inhale is forward and the exhale is back. It's like from the tops of the mountain, that view. You stand back to watch it as it fades. One more here, let's just for the fun. And bring the foot back. Sink it through the earth. Double ground it by bringing the energy to your heart on the inhale. And sink it down from the top, through the rib cage, through the abdomen, and let it sink to the floor, even though you're resting on globes of energy here. And our next move is carry the ball to the side. Starting over here, moving 3 times 3 over to there. Winding up. Releasing your left heel out, yin leg, yang leg over here, right under your ball. And now shift to the side with fairly open legs here. And then bring in your yin leg. Inhale and sink. Wind up, second cycle. Carry the ball to the side. Is a 3 times 3 equals 9 move. 9 being our noble number in Chinese numerology. Sink. Wind up. Move to the other side. Inhale as you rise. Exhale as you sink. Wind up. Next group of 3. And last group of 3. Sink it into the earth. Double ground it right here. And return to the center for push, pull. Remembering how this beautiful move is made, we start here. We make a circle down with the fingers. We leave the elbows rounded, which allows the fingers to come up, and then turn the palms and release the energy back to our hearts and back down again. And when you're doing their weight shift, when you do the inhale back, that's when you turn the palms around to face, come back to you. All right, here we go. Sinking first. Now shifting towards your right to bring the left forward. Push, pull, inhale first because it's an exhale out. And now inhale to the heart. This is a reverse breathing move, so it's because of the push. And the pull is back to your heart on the inhale. Feel the circularity here. It's so wonderful. Make sure it's really a full circle here. Three more. One more after this. Feel it slowly moving through here, exhaling forward and inhaling away from me, back. Beautiful. Sink that into the ground, your first side. Let's double ground it as we're getting to more and more energetic as the slower we go. And move it over energetically towards your left side to free this yin leg out so it can drop the heel for push-pull. Inhale first. Feel the energy almost as it touches your face. It doesn't touch you, but you can certainly feel it coming towards you as you inhale back. Three more on your right side. Nice. Last one. Beautiful. Bring that foot back in. Double ground it. We finished the right side. Push-pull has come to a graceful conclusion once we come down here with the exhale. We shift over here to our right to bring the left forward. Bring the palms up towards the heavens. Open the chest here as you circle the energy for bringing in the energy from the farthest star, pulling in the energy through the fingertips. In your circle. Breathe in through the nostrils and the belly, and exhale, bringing the energy towards the Ming Men, your lower spine. Open the belly, expand it, and then contract it. Two more. That's your energy C, so we need to really think about how we're going to use it because it helps with the feet to ground and to feel the movement through the whole body, its effect on the circulation. With the breathing is much greater. Inhale and sink it through the earth. Shift towards your left side. Feel this foot lighten. Bring it forward. And begin your inhale with the fingertips up as you add a visualization of your own. What do you need this weekend? Inhale, not a laundry list or a grocery list, but what beautiful thing would you like to come to your heart? Someone you love, you want to see, prepare something for, you decide. Feel that joy of movement. This is when I begin to feel it's very strong. Bring the energy in through your fingertips from the most distant star in the universe. One more. Bring the right leg back in. Inhale to double ground. Extending the spine on the inhale, releasing the knees slightly on the exhale. And our next move will be the tappies, but we'll have a little bit of hydration now, about a few seconds. Pulling tappy is next. Double ground it to begin. And we'll begin our taffy. Bringing your left hand under the right elbow and your left heel out to the side with the in leg shift over towards the left. The left underneath hand is the invite hand. Drop down for the exhale. Now the right hand's underneath for you. Sink it and bring it back to the other side. Left hand is underneath. Basic taffy. Each time you inhale to extend the spine, and then you exhale to release the spine and the knees, and you stay there and you pull the taffy, making sure that the tailbone is supporting you back there. So here, exhale through the abdomen. Use your abdominal muscles. And inhale to extend. Sink. So sinking and rising is evident in this taffy sequence. There's 3 variations. This is the first one, the primary one, that keeps coming back through all 3 variations. So here you can begin to establish your sinking and rising and your breath. Here's the inhale. There's the exhale as the palms pull apart and you use your abdominal muscles. Three more. Last one. Sink it through the earth. As we prepare for anchor taffy, your right leg will be on the ground as you bring your left forward, and you'll be doing a taffy as you do that, remembering that your heart protector move is part of this. So as you do your taffy, there's this sense of almost taking your own blood pressure. And then you do it the opposite way. And the hand underneath is going to pull away from the hand that's over above the elbow. And that's really basic here as far as our basic tapping that keeps coming through. Now you just do a forward weight shift first for anchor taffy. Open out the hips, inhale fully, extending the spine, exhale to ground and stay where you are, and then come over to the side here, making sure the tailbone is connected here. First is this front back weight shift. So moving towards me on the inhale. Well, actually, that's an exhale there. Once you start, because you're moving through heavy air, or you're using your core. And last one here of anchor taffy. Feels like the boats reach the shore and you bring in your anchor and sink. We'll double ground this. Beautiful. And our next taffy is circles taffy. Inhale before you begin. Exhale again. And we'll do quite a bit of sinking and rising in here. So make sure your feet are in a V when you do that, so you don't torque your knee. So that knee, ankle, and big toe are somewhat connected. Ready? Here we go. Circles taffy. Sinking and rising. When you rise, come onto the ball of the feet. When you sink, release down and pull the taffy. Left hand, bring you over towards the left. Inhale, sink. Twice. Third time, wind up in the middle of that sink and pull the taffy over here. Inhale to release. Inhale. Here we go. Sink a little bit. That's it. Now go. And we'll do two more. And last one, going back that way. Inhale, sink, rise, sink, rise, sink, wind up and pull your taffy towards the left with your left hand under. Inhale to ground. Double ground it here for a second here, because we're coming to our big time perpetual motion taffy. Give yourself room for this one. And this one has the heel step. Flex the foot, release the heel, and then the energy towards the toes. And take your time to feel the weight shift completely into this foot, and then release the opposite leg. And you keep changing what arm is on the top in this heart protector move here. So one hand that was underneath becomes the top hand. Yes, beautiful. And then the other hand takes over. All that with the heel step. See if you can use your core muscles in the abdomen here. So inhale here, and then bring them in. That'll help your exhale there. There's actually an inherent exhale as you feel the heavy air between the palms here. You're not touching anything, but there's something there you can feel. It's sticky taffy. Beautiful. That looks so nice. And it's perpetual motion taffy, so really you can do this until you get tired of it. Most fun to do outside, like overlooking the ocean from a bluff. Wonderful pose to do. And come back to center. Inhale to lengthen and sink it through the earth a couple times. All the taffies have come to a graceful conclusion. As we move into our next move, working the pulley, starting with your right hand underneath the hip bone and your left hand right out from the heart. Your left foot will move forward as soon as you sink into this right leg, then drop the left heel, and then move forward across the body. And we talked about this last time in class, but you can really feel a circle here if you bring the fingertips up a little bit over the shoulder, but the heel of the hand is still more or less shoulder level. And your dominant foot here is right now your left hand and your left foot are working together. So the exhale is here. And the inhale is here as the hip moves back there. The other hand's simply the partner hand, but both hands are making a circle. And that's kind of why we decided we would make this a little bit higher in terms of the fingers. I think it works nicely. And it really feels like you're working a pulley, doesn't it? It needs that much space. Last one here on the left. Draw the left foot back. Inhale to sink it through the earth. Release your right leg, but first shift into the left leg and bring that hand under the hip so you're ready to go. And the fingertips are this way and your palm is up. And now you're going to bring this right leg forward, lengthen through the spine first, and then it's a cross body move. So this is where we can feel it shoulder to shoulder when we're on Zoom. Very nice. Almost like you know, when you touch a baby, you don't want to scare them and you just touch them like this. It's so soft. We're just using energy to feel that softness. And make sure we do that within the circle, because I sometimes forget about it. So circling still, watching the hand that comes underneath the hip, so that really does, the palm does come up as you pull it back. Yeah, that's good. And last one on your right side. Beautiful. Inhale and sink it through the earth. Double ground it. We now retreat into an area where we can all see each other doing light at the top of the head, light at the temple, feet in a V, sinking down, bringing the arms up to the crown of the head, which is the back of the skull. Lengthen through the spine, sink and rise, feet in a V. Circle the energy. Hold the energy. Breathe it in and sink and rise and let it go. Light at the top of the head is your energy moving out into the community. Palms down on the exhale. Inhaling towards your heart with your left hand. Through the central meridian. Sinking the energy down. For light at the temple, which is at the temples. Sink and rise, feet in a V. Good, holding the energy, circling it. And sink and rise. Let it go. Into the earth. Back to your heart on the inhale with your left hand. Down again. As we come into our next move, joyous breath. Feet are still in a V, but there's a little bit more width probably between the feet. Inhaling our very masculine move or yan move. Come to the balls of the feet and sink it down 4 times. Inhale again. Big inhale, coming to the balls of the feet. And however you want to exhale, perhaps blowing out. Or perhaps making a noise. Ah, 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 ah. Good. However we express that, it's our most yan move that we have. And now we move slowly out of that move to come into passing clouds. Your left hand will be up over here. Your right hand is down. We honor the idea that all things change, which is why we look forward here as the mirror hand passes. Last one. Bring in your right foot and exhale. Double ground it very slowly. As we move into 6 healing sounds. Ho for the heart. Hu for the spleen. Su for the liver. Sh for the lungs. Shi for the triple heater. And Shui for the kidneys. Left hand, left foot. Right foot, right hand. Shh. Both hands. Shh. Left to right. Heel step. Again. Circling the energy of yin and yang, yang and yin. Bringing your left heel to your right ankle bone for cosmic consciousness pose. Inhale, big circle here, left hand close to the heart. When you end up, elbows out to the sides. Looking through the window of eternity and over it with resilience, peace, generosity, kindness, all sorts of great things. Interlacing the fingers, bringing them overhead in gratitude for 9,000 years, maybe 5,000 years of Qigong, long time established, 600 of Tai Chi Chuan, and this practice that came to us with the help of Wen Shan Wang in 1974, and through Justin Stone, who designed Tai Chi Chih, based on all these roots of Qigong, Tai Chi, yoga, Eastern practices, which we're very grateful for. In gratitude for all this slowness, continuity, moving from the center, etc. It's so great. And thank you so much for being here today. Yay.